Oh, oh, wait a second. Hold on a second. Oh man, I'm a scatterbrained mess today, you guys. Oh, give me a second. I'm not ready yet. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I'm all good. All good now. Just a little bit late. Hello everyone. Welcome. It's Wednesday, July 20th, 2022. It's 6:06 p.m. my time zone. Welcome Emily, Ellie, Laika, Plushie, Inkuna, Mage, Declan, Plushie, Laika, Monday. Welcome. I am really off balance right now. I didn't even get to eat dinner before I started because I sat down to play just a little bit of Last Call BBS. You know, only solved a couple of puzzles, and then I looked at the clock and I was like, it's 5:45, and I had I had no time. She needs to put her beret on and take her tail off. Hey, I never take that off. Maybe the beret sometimes, never the tail. Holy shit, it's a stream day? Yeah, I felt it feels weird to me too. I don't know why. Thank you for the stretch, Declan. I was playing while waiting for stream. Last Call Beebus. It's very fun. It's very fun. It is Wednesday. It doesn't feel like it for some reason. You know, for some reason this week has felt very long. I don't know why. She is pilled. Yeah, I think I'm doomed. I thought that I hated the game at first, but actually, I think I might love it. Playable like Syntes, please. I want to. I would like to, but I think I will try and exhaust Last Call BBS first. Give Emily double meat icon. Oh, now you're month 18? Oh no, I gotta make the new bits icons, bits emotes, and the new the subscriber emotes or icons. God damn, what am I gonna do? Hold on, I wish I had sticky notes here at my desk. I'm gonna write this down on a little scrap of paper, just a little scrap. Tear it off of this paper that's laying here. It's a little sturdier looking. Alright, writing it down. Bits, emotes, and subscriber. Feels like it was just yesterday I made that new subscriber badge. I will do it. Stretch to the kitchen towards a happy sandwich, I wish. I'm not super hungry though right now. I'm okay. You are so far gone. Help me. I finally tried the one that's like the circuit designing game, Chip Wizards, and I was worried that it was going to be too hard for me, but I think it might be one of my favorite ones. It certainly makes my brain feel like it is like boiling water. You could put a kettle on my forehead and make a cup of tea with it. Fascinating games on there. Pog. Pog. I kind of don't know why the fast food one is like labeled as being lower difficulty than the circuit one, because I find it to be a lot more complex. I guess the game is in early access right now, but I don't know, like it seems finished. What is different? What are they gonna change? All these frustration noises we're missing. I'm sorry. The Hoover Dam exploded today and I thought they needed Mark Infra there to stop it. Wait, what? Did something actually happen to the Hoover Dam? You pulling my leg? Oh my god! What the fuck? It was just a transformer, but still. It's probably caused by exactly the stuff that inspired those guys to make this game in the first place. Probably they will just refine stuff. I think they are old school enough to view early access as like beta, not barely existing game. Yeah, not just like this game will be finished over the course of the next 7 years or something. Just a transformer caught fire. Oh, expedited delivery. Oh, mage. You know, it would be crazy. It would be so crazy if, like, US infrastructure was, like, maintained. I'm gonna, like, splay on my bed and, like, twirl my finger in my hair and look at the government and say, hey, it would be so crazy if you guys, like, maintained the power infrastructure and roads and built, like, rail. That would be so awesome. That'll get him to do it, I'm sure. Why are you howling? You freaks. Oh no. Hehe, that would be so cool. I don't even know what that would be like. Like, why don't you show me? Well, I hope you're all doing well on this Wednesday evening. Hope you're all having a good day. I think I might need to turn on my fan. It's actually kind of warm in my room with my door shut. Give me just a moment. Alright. How be COVID? COVID. I'm sorry, I hope you get better soon, Ellie. It is fucking normal temperature at night. It's not night here yet. The sun will be out for like another, like 3 hours. I think the song is almost over, so we'll be starting INFRA momentarily. I'm excited to play more. I was kind of like... The next area, like what I saw of it, I'm like a little bit worried that it's gonna... I don't know. It looked weird. It was just like a grid of like rails. And I like rails, but it looked weird. Looked like it's gonna make my brain boil. 3 hours? Yeah, I kind of miss like when it would get dark, like kind of early, and I could like go out in the evening and not feel, you know, so conspicuous. You know, going out under the cloak of darkness, that kind of thing. Here, let me get my. I'm so fucking. Not prepared. Everything took me by surprise today. Whoosh. Graphite is literally a vampire. I'm not. I love the sunlight, but I just don't like going out in the daytime because I get nervous because there's too many people around. There's too many goddamn people out there. I don't like that. Hate being out. If I any errands that I can save until after dark, I will. We'll avoid it as long as possible. Well, if you remember last time, we came out of like the tunnels where that office collapsed on us. Remember, we found like the corkboard conspiracy office about Jeff Walters, and then the ceiling caved in, and then we went out and into some like maintenance tunnels, and then we got into the metalworkers union office and went around in there, and then we got into the metro station because for whatever reason the metalworkers union was like attached to the metro station. And then because there was a protest outside and the station was locked, I guess for some reason, instead of just having a metro worker open the door and let us out of like a side entrance, our boss arranged for us to take an auxiliary maintenance car on the metro tracks, which went into a tunnel that collapsed under us and then dumped us down underground. And then we went through some more tunnels, and then we got to the water treatment plant and fixed the entire water treatment plant. Every fucked up thing was fixed. And then we left that and went onto some tracks, and then we're in like a cavern or something. So that's what happened last time, if you don't remember. Play Transport Fever and feel your brain boil. I don't know about that one. Can we all just agree today is Tuesday? No. No. She is afraid she cannot control herself around humans. She is afraid her paws will come out. I don't have paws. I have hands. You hear that? That's my hands. I think there was like no workers at the station. Like they were literally all striking. But the boss, when we called him, he said, I'll have a guy arrange the cart for you. Someone got that there for us. I don't know why we didn't meet that guy, but Mark is insane. I know, right? Censoring Mark is insane is a new high for Twitch chat filter. You can turn that off, you know. You can. I think he just said there is a cart, but I mean we had to get permission to use that somehow. We'll be loading game. No, I'm just gonna do continue. Oh, they called someone in the offices. Okay. Somehow it happens. I don't know why they couldn't just let him out a side door or something. There were other businesses in there. Alright, so welcome back, Skeleton Witch. Or I guess you just got here from your power being out. Welcome. Just in time to see the corruption. Alright, so let's get an overview of this area. We have like some tunnels. There's like dynamite there. I'm getting the feeling we need to like somehow we can reroute this. Can we hold on, back it up. Let's back up a little bit. So it only goes two ways. So I don't think that we can route this to go over here where the dynamite bear is. Hey Cerebro, how you doing? Corruption. I'm starting to wonder if our boss is working on the inside as well. Oh, is this gonna work? Oh, come on. Whoa. Oh. Why did I die? Okay. Back pain from sleeping bad. Oh, I'm sorry. It's no good. Hope your back feels better soon. You stood too close. Ah, come on. There's no way that was too close. I love it when you die. Yeah, he just kind of falls over. Huge explosion. I suppose so. How far away do I need to be? You were destroyed by Adobe Shockwave. Oh shit. What? How is that killing me from that distance? Alright. Survive this time. What? I didn't die, but then I walked back to I walked back towards it and then died. This is insane. What the Alright. Alright, we survived we survived that time. Oh, it's a dead end? Oh, come on. I didn't even get a Chivo for that. Bullshit. Oh. Wait, the dynamite crates are still there. Alright. What? It says you shall not pass. Yeah, the explosion was waiting for us. Hi, Greedra. Welcome. Welcome. Oof, you do not need to stand on the cart. The cart does stop if you're not on it. Like, after a while, it does stop. Funny reference, yes. I do like it when Gandalf says that. I think it's cool. I think Gandalf is extremely cool. Okay, this doesn't work. Batteries.
That makes 10 packs of batteries for the flashlight.
Yes. I would assume that we're supposed to get a cart onto that rail because it's so long. There's nothing down here. Oh yeah, I forgot we're supposed to be taking pictures of stuff. Yeah. This is... What? For some reason you can reach this part without the mini train. I don't know if bringing it here makes any difference, huh? Hello, Ilya. How are you doing today? Did we already get a picture of this? Yeah, I think I came down here last time and took a picture of that. What is... I cannot think about Gandalf now without thinking, are you telling me Gandalf is serving Butch realness? What? Yeah, I haven't checked the ladder yet. I wanted to look around down here before going up higher, because I don't know what's up here. You are tired, oh no. You going to bed soon? Or are you just tired without bed? That's definitely... Exposed concrete, that's bad. Bricked up door, I mean, I guess apparently that's not anything worth worrying about.
I have like a ton of these things already.
Yeah, why don't you reload your...
I don't think I can fit these in my pockets.
Your flashlight battery. It seems like there might be something else in the box, but I can't tell. And there's more batteries in there. There's like a ton, but why can't I get them? I'm like stuck. What? How did I get stuck on a cardboard box?
Can't carry any more of these.
Weird. Is there any reason to come up here? Seems like it's just a room with some batteries in it. Probably gonna go to bed soon. Raffy said bricked up again. Teehee. I don't know what it means. You guys won't fucking tell me. You got a photo. Yes. I did do that. Let's try going this way. Seems like there's not very much in this area for some reason. Now wait a second. Is there a way that we can get onto this track? Well, I guess we need that cart if we want to get in there, but what? Like, how? Or maybe we can go in reverse once we get onto this track. No, not here. Stop that. No, stop pulling yourself up onto stuff, Mark. Is this broken? No, it's just this switch here. It's in a confusing place. Now, can I throw this switch? There's like a little fly in here. Get out of here, you freak. Well, first, wait, can we not reverse down the rail? Does that not work? I've explained it every time. Sis doesn't believe me. Oh, heavy stone crab. Heavy stone crab. How in the world do I get to, like, behind the wheel of this guy? Is that? No, that's just rubbish. How do I get onto this train? Like, there must be a way, right? Because... Or is this just like a red herring? Because there's a switch I can operate. Right here, there's a switch, and I can operate it, but... I think it's just broken? Okay. It seems so weird that, like, this switch that we can't do anything with, just you can't interact with it. Strange. Well, we'll just head on down the track. Is it gonna open? Oh. Alright, we made it. There's crates that you can pick up. And this has to turn off. That engine noise is annoying me. Is there anything we could have used crates on down here? I'm gonna develop like a Pavlovian response to like fucked up concrete after playing this game. I'd be snapping pictures of it. Okay, I gotta get up to that vent there, I think. No? Ah, there's a ladder. Would have fooled me. Make the pyramid of boxes. Do you like seeing how many tunnels I collapsed? Do you like seeing all my glowing mushrooms? What? I thought that was the sound of a snake for a second, and I was like kind of afraid.
That's not good.
Mark, that isn't any good, is it, buddy? Juice voice. Oh, right. I'm kind of, even though I've been enjoying
Someone should get
Garage, I'm kind of like ready for it to end at this point. It's too bad. I had like very high hopes for the game. I still think that it's cool. I like it a lot, but there's also many problems with it. And it's just, I'm losing steam playing that game. You'll hear rattlesnakes have stopped, learn to stop rattling due to humans. No, what?
I don't think I can fit these in
So
my
we don't
pockets.
need those. What? Why did they do that?
I have like a ton of these things already.
Why don't you fucking reload your
I still
camera and
have
pick
9
them up
packs
then,
of
Mark?
batteries left.
Down here, because of human predation, rattlesnakes have stopped using their tail rattle. What? Human predation? Like humans hunting rattlesnakes? Reload your camera. Pulls the film out. Yeah, don't you do that. What is this? So it's connected to that, but how do we turn this off? Do we reroute the steam from here? Yeah, I think that did it. Is that? Right. Steam puzzles. Bidding for source engine game. We want to do... I think that we want to turn this off now, right? Or did that mess something up? Stretch and hydrate. Thank you. Thank you. Is it just me, or does Mark seem taller this stream? I think it's all these pipes. We're having to duck a lot. Water. Do you guys like the taste of life-giving water? I think it's alright. Is it possible to fix all of these pipes? Or are they all always going to be leaking? Hello, Dodo. Welcome. Water's pretty good. And nice to drink. There was like a weird creaking sound. I got scared. You were so powerful to do this on stream. I get embarrassed. Why? Why would you get embarrassed? It's the most pure form of expression. What's there to be embarrassed about? Oh yeah, I'm dehydrated. Thank you, Doro. Yeah, drink some damn water, you fool. You fool. 8 out of 8. Thank you. Thank you for kindly appraising my expression. Alright, so there's vents that way. I like how you could interpret that sentence as water is pretty, good, and nice to drink. I stretch and keep my joints happy. Thanks. I don't know why it says that. I must have just left it with like the default message. Maybe I did that, and then at the time I was like, ah, this will be really funny to leave like the default message, and then just forgot. Pretty water in this game. It's so good. You must never change it. Why? Is this a death tunnel? This looks like a fucking horror game here. Huh? Wait a second though. There was another vent I could have gone into. No. Stop. Stop loading. Stop it. Go back. It's so good. You must never change it. It's so funny, and I love imagining you saying it. I stretch and keep my joints happy. Thanks. A head crab will jump at you. No, don't say that. Oh. Oh, it's just a dead end. Ugh. Ugh. I'm playing Dead Space, so I keep expecting a creature to appear. Like those guys with the exploding arm that go. That's a fun game. Let's see what's coming up next. Oh, are we back in the metro? Fuck yeah! What a reward! Ah. Why is... Oh.
Good luck getting train traffic through that.
Jesus fucking Christ. You shall load and die. I can't, Emily, because if I try to go across the damn tracks, I will get electrocuted. I can't even get over there. This infrastructure is Looney Tunes. Normal. She licked the third rail, or you could say the third rail licked me. Whoa!
Strange to see this place deserted like this.
Cool music here too. It's fucking like Art Nouveau or Art Deco looking place. Cool. Feels so good to emerge into human spaces in this game. Yeah, it's like a huge relief. Mutchener. Dune Bliv. It's a newspaper. Corruption. Metro workers to protest today. Public Transport Workers Union have stated they will protest today at the Stallberg Central Railway Station middle level platform. The protest will start with a walkout at 2 p.m. and last for the rest of the day. The protest is expected to cause severe interruptions of the metro traffic in the city loop line and possibly on other lines as well. The walkout is the latest event in the public transport workers' fight for better welfare. The PTWU has also stated the main reason for today's protest at the Central Railway Station is the worrying condition of the metro tunnels. Many of the tunnels are in such bad shape that a major collapse could happen at any given moment. Didn't we already read this? Yeah. No, we read this last time. Yeah. Yeah, we've already acquired that as corruption. Hmm?
Great. There's no signal.
So this is the railway line. Cool. Quite expansive. The scheme is impeccably crafted. Hello, farmsteads. Welcome. Can we purchase some Mocha-Cola? We don't have any change right now, unfortunately. I thought that infra was short for infrared for some reason. Well, I mean, it's usually, you know, that's the context you might see that chunk of a word in. It means infrarealism. What? Is there a reason to go up here? Looks like there's a ladder going into an air duct, but I want to look around a little bit more first. Alright, so we can't get over there. We can't get even onto the center platform. Maybe we can through that air duct, but down here there was like that other escalator. I don't know if that goes anywhere though. What the prefix mean though? I think it's usually like below, because like infrared is like the wavelength of like light that is below red. like outside of the visible light spectrum. That's why ultraviolet is like beyond violet at the upper
Looks
end
like
of
I'm going to have to find another way
the
out.
visible light spectrum. So infrastructure is like the understructure, I guess. The underpinnings of like everything else. Super cool. Man, the insane amount of detail put into this game just blows me away over and over again. Infraviolet ultra red. Yeah, that's called visible light, Oomphy. That's what lets you see the flowers and the bees. So this game is just like Undertale. Yeah, I guess. I guess you could say that. I'd love to see the flowers and the bees. Amber 12 p.m. The animals. Google agree with Big Sis. Yeah, I wouldn't lead you guys astray, would I? I'm never wrong or misinformed. What? Mark, you took damage from that? Come on, buddy. Fancy ass station. Those ceiling gaps in the vents are like peak jump scare material. I didn't even notice. Like, I thought that he was just glitching out and standing up randomly. Big Sis runs Google. Yeah, I'm stealing all of your personal information. What is these like Bioshock ass trains? What is this? There's like a beer car? What in the world is this? What the fuck city got a metro like that? What? What? With like wicker backed chairs? What? What the hell is this? Oh, here's a normal subway car. I guess they just have like a sponsored beer car where you could drink a beer on the metro. I mean, it seems like a really bad idea. Seems like a good way to like get more stabbings in your city. Osmo Olet sponsored cart. Very weird. There is a beer car sometimes in trains in Europe. Really? Weird. Most stable lamps of all time. And nothing bad could happen to that. Vote technocrats. Vote for the technocrats. That makes you sound like really like good and like not evil. You call yourself something like the technocrats. That doesn't sound like you're trying to like put everyone into some kind of virtual reality machine.
Another year since the metro accident. People come here to protest every year, but nothing ever changes.
Yeah, I saw the plushie. I looked at it. So I guess a metro accident killed like a bunch of people. I think we read about that in the newspaper last time. Charles Betros, born and raised in Stahlberg, Charles Betros is an expert in what it is to be a Stahlberger. We Stahlbergers represent the interests of Stahlberg and want to always consider what's best for the city. Oh my god, you guys quit fucking crying. What is your problem? A Stahlberger. Here. Are you happy? He's got a transit ticket. Save this ticket during the whole trip. Drunk dudes on trains isn't uncommon. Yeah, but I mean, if you have beer on your train, you're increasing the likelihood that there's going to be a drunk dude. I wonder, I was a little afraid to step onto the train because I thought that it might pull out or something and we would be zooming away somewhere. Let's see, is there anything else to see? I'd like to go onto the train and look around. Oh my. Sorry. Free the economy, save the city. Farming for the future. Turnip! Hey! I bet Turnip is sleeping right now or something. Back to the good old ways. Vote HP. So many slogans. Batteries? No, that's sausages. Is there anything up here? Doesn't look like it. Turnip! Batteries? No, that's sausages. I mean, maybe we can use sausages as batteries someday. Let's see what... Does anything happen if we get on the train? Doesn't seem like it. Cool train. Oh, I really miss riding the subway every day. Ilya is pogging at those sausages. The next episode voice, ride metro every day. Kind of a cozy little place. It's like the idea of having carpet on a metro train. Strange. Emergency brake. Violation will be punished. Punishment will be violated. I want to get behind the counter, but I don't think we can. They have like ovens or something back there. I wonder if they serve food. Ah, carpet! Why are you crying? What the hell's wrong with you guys today? Oh, I almost missed this. No, we already read this though. We can't take another photo of it. Ah. Alright, well, I guess this is the only way to go. Move forwards. Cigarettes. Huh. It will pull out and the station will not get pregnant. Ugh. Emily. Oh, it's because you were cleaning your carpet, right, Ilya? I guess. Hello, Snake Man. Hello, nice station. Yeah, I like this station. It's very nice. Added sausages to my tomato risotto today. It was epic. Sounds quite good. What else you put in that? Like the time capsule decor here. Yeah, it's very 70s. This like fabric walls. Looks like like tweed fabric walls or something. You see that sometimes in old places.
Can't carry any more of these.
I can't really understand it myself. There's a lot of bad decisions made in the 70s, but I wonder if you can use these crates for anything. Hey, wait a second. That door opened. When did this even happen? I didn't even notice this door opening. That seems like the way forward, so let's go this way. Whoa. What is all this? Wait. I'm getting really confused. Hey, it's our friend. I don't want to see Train to Busan again. I don't know why that one came to mind specifically. Just a train. It's also a train. The earthquake? I guess so. We had a big spooky event in the first or second episode. There was a creepypasta guy. Oh yeah, that's right. Does anything spooky happen in this? Yeah, like Mage said, there was a secret level that we went to that had a creepypasta moment. Huh? VHS, huh? There's a number of tapes in here. Wonder what's... wonder if we can watch them. Oh, Dragonic Dude. Welcome. There's like all this equipment. What is all this stuff? Where's the VCR? Come on. Oh, this place is so confusing. So many goddamn rooms. I'm not... I want to stay in the offices for the moment. Elevator? I don't think that is gonna work. I'm sure none of these tapes will feature a well. Of course not. Why would you think that? Do I have to get up and fix something in the roof or something? That's closed. This seems significant, this area. I wonder... It's so goddamn dark. You can get chairs like this at IKEA, like, today. Here's another tape. There's like a newspaper up there, but it doesn't look like we can interact with it. Oh, that's a window. Alright. So no VCR up here. We have 3 tapes. I mean, it seems significant that there's... Oh. Wait, is this a VCR? Oh, it is. Ah. What? What? I think there's a 4th one at least. I will look around for it. They were recording LPs here. This is very strange. How are you, Graffy? I'm doing good. Having a good day. It was making some kind of scary sounds. Well, we watched that one. What's on this? These are all cursed tapes. Graffy, this game is getting too scary for me. What? It's just VHS tapes. Nobody's gonna die. The insane animations? Big fan of art house cinemas. Why would you tape this? I don't know, for fun? Because you thought it was cool? Shin Megami Tensei. VHS tapes are the second scariest storage media. What's the first scariest one? Metro accident. Location must be kept secret. Perhaps we should snap this. Oh yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
Interesting.
I didn't even think of that. First scariest is tomes. Why? Tomes? What's so scary about that? Interesting. This reloads. Graphy, I am pretty sure many people died in this metro. It's okay. It's nothing to worry about. You guys are all believing in ghosts? Where's the fourth tape? Wait, I think I see it. No. What? You have to remember that or you will get some random shit. I have no idea what is this stuff, you know. What? I cannot read that. Oh, maybe there's a tape in one of these filing cabinets. Mugs, files, nothing. Ah, there you are. I see you.
That makes 10 packs of batteries for the flashlight.
Batteries. Hey Mocha, how you doing? What are you doing right now? I was looking for a VHS tape. This one doesn't seem to work though. Or does it? I do. I believe in Norton Ghosts. Norton Ghost? What? CEDs function on black magic. What is that? UFO video? What? Did you see something? I didn't see any kind of UFO. Yeah? Rafi, do you believe in UFOs? I mean, depends on what you mean by that. I didn't see anything. It's just very short. I didn't see anything at all. Door codes. We need power, knowledge, and industry.
Not very secure.
Power, knowledge, and industry to progress forwards. What? Power, knowledge, and industry. What? Power, knowledge, and industry. That's not very secure. Is this liminal spaces? Yes, a little bit. At least a little bit. Capacitance electronic discs. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Alright, so there's a few places that we can go. I didn't see aliens. Yeah, I didn't see it either. Can't interact with that. That doesn't open. Hmm.
Someone should get that fixed.
Yeah, they should. Oh, we have dynamite here. Alright, so this goes back up to the offices, but what the fuck? Blow something up. I don't know. We can't. I couldn't even interact with that dynamites. Ah! I broke it. I guess we need the door code. We saw that whiteboard drawing. And this also looks like it could be unlocked, but I'm not sure. It's interactable, but it doesn't open. I'll go up this way. Give it the mark touch. Wow, great timing, skeleton. I'm sure something will blow up on its own. It keeps happening. Yes, it does happen quite often. Is this the Half-Life 2 poisonous water? What? Blow the entire facility up. This is the metro. Did you write down that long number from earlier? No. What are you talking about? Long number? We need power, knowledge, and industry to progress forwards. What? The one on the tiny piece of paper? I mean, that's definitely not anything. I don't think that that could possibly be the door code. You can backtrack. I think you can photograph the dynamite and graffiti here. Oh.
Intriguing.
Thank you, Leica.
Fascinating.
The main lobby might have a thing with the code. But why? Wanarchy. It's Jeff Walters' own political movement. Power, knowledge, and industry? Is that what it was? To move forward? Well, like, what out here could we possibly need? I like it when Gruffy says, why? Why? It literally says you have to remember that. It's like illegible though. That would make no sense. That would make no sense. For that to be the code. You don't gotta remember it. It's like almost illegible. It's like a crappy little one knowledge. Oh. I've been saying why like that. Why? Good night, Ilya. Sleep well. This looks like BioShock Overwater. Yeah, all the metro stations have not looked like this so far. It's like an old time one. This is what the train looks like. And there's another train car that has like a beer bar in it for some reason. Do you recognize the whiteboard drawing from anywhere? This? I just don't really know. Something 0? 9? So something 09. Like 609 or 8? I guess let's try every number. 2. Number 4 is 2. Do we need power? 6 something 092. This is mist. Yeah, it literally is mist. That's why I like it so much. I'm hungry for the funny 50% alcohol-y beer. What? How can that even be beer? It has been even more mist before, yes. It says the strongest beer in the world. It must be very high. Let's try. I don't get it. Like, the picture on that thing, it did not make any sense. Like, that one that looked like a dragonfly with like roots coming out of it. Check the drawing again. We need knowledge, power, and industry to progress forwards. Okay, power, knowledge, and industry to progress. Okay. Okay, I gotta write this down and then go back and look at it. So, power. This is Goemon ending. What? I wonder if Mocher would like this game. She said that she wasn't interested in it because it's like mist but normal, so it's boring. That's what she said to me. That's how she insulted it. Alright, so industry 0. Yeah. It is pretty abnormal, I would say. 9. Power is the first one, which looks like 2. Can't get excited for this graphics, so I can't get excited for game. That's fine, I guess. Alright, so this is either 8 or 6. I don't know, so 2, 8, or 6. 0, 9. Roman numbers? Oh, okay. I thought that it... Then why does it have a different damn... there's a different damn drawing on each fucking thing. That's so confusing. Like, there's like the same egg on each one, but... like a different picture. And like, to make matters worse, it's always like something that could be a number of things that would work on the keypad. I overthought so many puzzles too, to be honest. It's easy to do. They put so much effort into the metro ride and the insane water purification plant, yes. The water purification plant was the best part of the game so far. Can you pat that plushie in the game? No, I can't, I'm sorry. The game has looked awesome at many points. I mean, I'd agree. I just think it's not Mocha's like style. Is the thing. Alright, so let's do 4, 1, 2, 3. Great. I keep expecting something creepy to happen now that we've seen that spooky videotape with like Nanashino game on it. That was very strange. What? I wanted to reload the flashlight.
I still have 9 packs of batteries.
Nanachi was on it. You wish. Gah. This is insane puzzle. It's kind of dumb. Oh, that was the end of the public transport chapter. I could have finished that on Sunday. Well, since we're already an hour into the stream, that doesn't bode well for finishing chapter 7 tonight. Oh. There's a ladder. And...
That makes 10 packs of batteries for the flashlight.
Nothing else to see. You finished chapter 7 tonight. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Depends on how difficult it is. What? Stairs up, but there's a leak down here, and of course we have to photograph the leak. How can we not do that? Someone should get that fixed. Say the line, Mark. Chico burp mode. Come on. Give me a break, you guys. Is good looking, but not particularly arty. I mean, I think it looks nice in a... It's going for a sort of like realistic look, but I think that it does it in such a way that's like very well considered. And like the contrast between, and like the way that the levels are designed, and the rhythm of like your exposure to human environments and nature compared to like the underground settings of the game, I think is like very carefully considered and very cool. It's like a very dry kind of like game visually, but battery. I'm stuck. All right. What in the world?
I don't think I can fit these in my pockets.
So we don't need anything in here. It's just like a little battery corner. People who need batteries. I photographed a leak a few days back. It was lying on the sidewalk. I wonder what happened. Claustrophobic cart bit at the start of the stream leading into the metro was very good. Yes. My friend Dolphy would love this game a lot, so I make him play that. You tell him. You tell that guy. Let's see. Move that aside. Fan start time, fan stop time. From this panel, you can adjust the ventilator fan's operation timing from the 2 timer dials above. Please note that a fan can be at max 3 hours inactive in a 24-hour period for timer settings to take in effect. Okay. Ventilation? Oh, I really wish we could get out onto the street. We can just see like a motorcycle there and like this fence, like an apartment building. It's so cool. It's so fucking cool, but we can't get out there. Well, we don't have whatever card we need to get into this room. Ah, okay. So right now it is what, 6? Does that clock move in real time? I mean, it's like the end of the day. Like, we are probably long past the time we're supposed to be at work. It's like 6 right now. So start time, 6. Are we trying to stop the ventilator fan? Okay, 24-hour clock. So... Am I missing something? I should get a job inspecting funny infrastructure. I wonder if it would be fun. Or if it would just be distressing. I think it's 6 p.m. Yeah, there's no way it's 6 a.m. Because it seems like dusk outside, but it says at max 3 hours inactive in a 24-hour period for timer settings to take an effect. Like, so... do we want the fan to be off? Okay. So that's what we wanted. But... oh. Oh, because we want to pass through this. I didn't even see this before. Alright, I get it now. We go into this. Alright, so that we don't get hacked up. Now Emily's gonna say, no, you load the game. You get hacked up by the fan. You load the game. No. In advance. No. I'm not doing that. No. I won't do that for you. Yes, you do. I'm sorry. I'm saving to defy you. No, it's too dangerous. You can also throw a crowbar in the fan to stop it. Really? You load the game. You get hacked up by fan. I am not Emily. I can make you do it. No! This is a really cool area. Look at that building. A radio tower on top of it. Oh! What is that? Document. Open sewer construction site, Cesspit Street, 23G, inspection report, May 1973. What is that doing here at now? Inspected by Senior Field Inspector Johann Stahlberg. Notable shortcomings. Prefabricated concrete elements have too sparse a rebarring. Rebar steel is of poor quality and too thin. In some cases, even metal scrap has been used instead of proper rebar. This contains different types of metals with different coefficients of heat expansion. This means that temperature changes will cause the concrete to crack. The sand concentration in the concrete is too small. Also, they've used cheaper desert sand in the concrete, which is too smooth for structurally sufficient concrete. Some of the sand in the concrete has even been replaced with common dirt. These findings render the concrete in use to be too fragile and poses a major structural hazard for its inhabitants and construction workers. The construction project must be halted immediately, and the current progress demolished and reconstructed with proper concrete. Well, I'm assuming that didn't fucking happen, considering everything in this game. They probably, like, bulldozed it and then replaced it with, like, even worse concrete or something. We can't get over the fence, but we can walk up... oh. Well, apparently we can't? Are we supposed to do that, or are we supposed to go down here into the manhole? I'm assuming that's it, but is there really no way to get up there? Is this just a cruel joke? Do it! Else I will hate on this game. No. No. Does it just, like, force us to fall off at some point? I guess we can't get around that. You no clip. Do I? No. Yeah, you are afraid. No. No clip and leave the city. Does the console work in this game? No. The console's not enabled, I don't think. It's not lethal. Mark just loses his fingers. Yeah, just loses his fingers. Alright. We close the manhole after us to make sure that it's properly safe, so that nobody will get hurt falling down the manhole after we come here. Ooh, nice light. Blue. That's blue. Takeout box. Seems that's the way to go, but there's like a pipe here. And a shopping cart. What if you need to escape fast? This is unsafe for you. Why would I need to do that? this considered broken? No? Even though it's completely unusable? Oh no, it's working. We can get up here. But there's such vast underground space here. So that's the building we were just under. Let's go back down. Oh, I just died. Zombie. No! Sure, Mark. Go back underground. It's safer here. This is unsafe for you. Strange peeking out of manhole. It's not strange. It's normal. No, you explore outside. No, I want to see what's down here. I don't think we can go through this. I just wanted to see what's at the end of this. Oh.
A geocache.
We found a geocache. You didn't close that one. What if a children falls in? Well, then they die. I guess. Not my fault. Hmm? What was that? Oh, that was the ladder. I want to see what's at the end of this tunnel as well. Probably nothing, but, you know, it's worth a shot.
I still have 9 packs of batteries left.
I'll just blame it on the bad infrastructure of the city. This is open. Wonder if there's anything in here. Goes up above ground. Not above ground even necessarily, it just goes up. Exits. Okay, this seems like this is more level. So let's load and go back above ground. I do want to see what's up there. So... new level, I think. Ah. I thought that this would lead to another new level. Don't you get penalized for not shutting things? Yes, you do. Oh, hey. A key card. Can we use that to get into that office that was in there? I wonder. That's closed. Pick up that can. I'm surprised I didn't get like an achievement for putting that in the garbage. I'm eating Jaffa cake. You are always doing that. Is there an Inspector Mark II following your steps, making sure closed things behind you? I guess people would probably like report it after a while. Like, there's an open manhole at my apartment building. And then your boss finds out and goes, Mark, you always need to close the manhole after you. Don't forget that our responsibility as civil engineers extends even to things as small as this. Alright, can we get back there, or... like, will we die falling from here? No. So, let's see if we can open that door, now that we have this key card. Who are these guys? Who? Mark tragically unable to knock on people's doors. It's too bad, isn't it? Cannot ask for any help. Ah, corruption. City of Stallburg, Department of Construction and Planning, Committee of Post-Inspection Decisions, February 5th, 1973. Or maybe that's May 2nd, 1973, because this is Europe. Urgent meeting summoned by Johann Stallburg. Meeting regarding Oben Sewer Construction Site, Cesspit Street, 23G. Decision. After a lengthy discussion, judging Senior Field Inspector Inspector Stallberg's findings, the Committee of Post-Inspections Decision rules that the project must not be cancelled. Reasons: Stahlberg is suffering a major housing shortage and a relatively high rate of unemployment. This vital project should not be halted after some minor shortcomings. The contractor, Walter Co., has a perfectly good record. Slightly thinner rebar won't substantially weaken the concrete. Smooth desert sand is perfectly fine for a concrete mix. The contractor's reports indicate that there isn't a significant amount of dirt in the concrete, only small traces of it. At most, these shortcomings will lower the building's design life from 40 years to around 30 years, which is not an issue considering the fact that these buildings are constructed for temporary purposes, less than 25 years. Stahlberg clearly can't do his job properly. Well, we all know that buildings will end up being used for way longer than you ever expect them to be, so...
Can't carry any more of these.
Fantastic. Bjorn, dispose these documents as soon as possible. Contains harmful information. Bjorn!
Interesting. I still have 9 packs of batteries left.
So we got some more corruption uncovered. That's good. Always like that. The buildings are still here, yeah. And it's like, this is like 50 years later or something. You fucked up, Bjorn. You stuffed the heck up. The guys are gone. What guys? There's a door? There's an open boy hole at my apartment building. Oh. The guys. What guys? What are you talking about? When I woke up, I was like, can I wait for Grappy to get hurt by a family today? Why are you like this? Is that Emily's voice? Yeah, that's what she sounds like. We close the manhole and go down. Graffy, please. It will feel good to see your belly cotton flying around. I mean, I know you're right, but there's other things on my mind right now. Right, there's that. And then there's like this grate. Oh, great.
I still have 9 packs of batteries left.
That's great. Phone battery is as good as the flashlight battery is bad. Yeah. Yeah, our phone is still got 76% battery. Even after we've been like roaming underground, the phone is probably like constantly looking for reception while we're down there.
That makes 10 packs of batteries for the flashlight.
Yes. Plenty of batteries. So, sparks? We can't take a picture of sparking electricity in a puddle of water? Okay, I guess that counts. And whatever that is? Does that really not count? Weird. Electricity! Wow! That'll charge our batteries. Like how he just stops and drops dead immediately. The guys. Guys! I didn't see any guys! What are you talking about? You strange guy. Oh. We turn off that electricity. That-tricity. Well, the water is still twinkling, so... we just got smoked. You missed the guys. They are long gone. Oh. What is that emote? You missed the goblin. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. You didn't see, but you feel a guy. This is how the floor gets electricity, Graphy. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's gonna have to go without for just a little while. How in the fuck do I... Oh. No, just get smoked immediately. Damn. What are we gonna do? Can I jump over the water? No, he just gets electrocuted in midair because his toes are grazing the puddle, I guess. Can't interact with... No, stop, Mark. Are the gremlins from the old Disney cartoons behind this? Very well could be. Am I missing something? You can crouch under? Oh! My brain just registered that thing as being one solid chunk. So I didn't even think to do that.
I have like a ton of these things already.
Alright, we turn that off. There's some kind of like alarm going. Not my fault. Electric substation service logbook. Use properly. What? I can't even read that. Date, initials, comment. Okay. Changed oils to one of the transformers. Which one? The one on the left. That helps a lot. Double A. Oh, one of the cables seems to be loosely attached. Should be repaired. YG, which cable? When will it be serviced? Use this log properly. The cable broke. And somebody drew like a church with like a guy in a tunnel or something. What is with that drawing? When Graphy said use, it was like cool from JJ. Emily, you sure are crying a lot today. Every time a distant alarm is going off in this game, I think it's coming from the real world. I mean, the sound work really does make it sound like it is like in the same room or something. Alright, so there's the ladder going up. There's door. We all love door. So do I need to some of these just do nothing. I think I only found out a little while ago that electrical transformers are full of mineral oil. Seems weird, but I don't know if that's what it's gotta be. Fan override. Full power override. What? I'm quite confused as to what I'm supposed to do in this area. We want to override a fan, but why? Like, why are we doing this? For cooling, I think. Mineral oil. Some more electrically insulating coolant. Well, that makes sense. I am not understanding what I am expected to do here, I think. Am I supposed to turn something on? You can fill your computer with it too. No! No!
I still have 9 packs of batteries.
There are some
left.
floor markings back there. What? Main line, aux line. Oh, I need to turn on the auxiliary power? You need the power on to press the override switch. You missed a switch near the document or the ladder. Oh. I will put mineral oil on you. You will be cooled. I will not be cooled. Oh, aux line. Ah. Huh, but now this is sparking again. Alright, so we have to turn these on and then go over and turn the main switch on. Alright, I get it. I get it. Alright, now we can go up. Is this guy allowed to run around everywhere and turn things on and stuff? It's kind of unclear.
They should pay me more for this.
Ah, are you serious? That's the solution? It blows the cable out of the way so that it's not in the water anymore? Is that, can you really call that repaired? I don't know. I don't know. She will not even read. She will not believe me. She will say, Emily, you are being a goof. Oh. You can literally cool your computer with mineral oil. Oh. I wouldn't fucking do that. That's how I repair stuff. Submerging it in mineral oil? How do people with liquid cooling for their home PC deal with the fear of liquids leaking? By being really nervous about it? I mean, it constantly feels like it could just spring a leak. You cool your computer with Vaseline. You open it up and slather it. You put it in there.
Too bad that the metro station was closed. I'd be halfway back to the office already.
Mark, there are so many ways that we could have gotten back to the office way sooner than this. I don't know, man. How long do you think he's been out of the office for at this point? It's frankly fucking ridiculous. What is down here? The longest staircase of all time. There's crates. And nothing.
That makes 10 packs of batteries for the flashlight.
That's it? Ah. Wait, I can't take a picture of that? That's the big W. Aren't we supposed to be photographing that shit? Is that all? Is all graffiti corruption? No. I think it's only that W for some reason. You can put Vic VapoRub on the PC and it will be healed and cooled. Believe me? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Miner oil. This game is like the same process as figuring out how a new Minecraft mod works. He has been out of the office for 2 weeks and he shits and pisses every time you turn off the game. Don't say that. Ah, that's what we need the crates for. Well, there was like a door at the end of the hallway, but maybe it didn't have a valve in it. Maybe we're doing this so that we can get on the other side of the wall and get a valve handle so that we can open that door. Maybe that's what we're doing. Could be. We're clipping into the crate right now, though. Put it down, Mark. Oh. Can I not get through there? Like, this seems like this is what you're supposed to do, but maybe not. What the hell? You said that. What? Use the corner? Like this? Oops. What in the world? Alright. Like that, maybe? Climb up on the fucking crate, Mark. Put the crate on the pallet. Oh. Oh. Whoa, what the hell's going on? The crate keeps getting, like, stuck and acting very strange. Oh, okay. I see now. I can't move. There we go. Well then, what was, hold on a second. What was at the end of that one hallway then? Hold on.
Halfway back to the office already.
There's like a green light down there. Is that not something? Not like something I can go through? It's dumb. This game is rapidly approaching being Sokoban. I fucking hope not. I made 2 tacos? Why don't you just eat both of them? What is in here? Oh.
That makes 10 packs of batteries for the flashlight.
Just absolutely nothing is in here except for batteries. Alright, so we load the game then. What was it, slot 3? I think? No. Wrong slot. Which one was it? Can't tell. Maybe it was slot 1. No, this is way back. This is in the damn back rooms. Save before the next part. Okay. I'll save in slot 4. Alright. Okay, so that's not graffiti. That's just Walter logo.
I still have 9 packs of batteries left.
Alright, I will save. On slot 4, we have saved. It can be tricky. This is official Walter. None of that bootleg shit. No, we can't open either of these. The keypads don't work. What
the fuck?
This looks like a boss arena.
Jeff Walter, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time.
What?
I only regret that I'm not around to see it. It just wasn't enough that you had to destroy my life, was it? The whole city is on the brink of collapse.
Hey, lives. bombs?
This place is right under your own headquarters, and yet is in so bad shape that it could fall apart at any moment. There is only one thing left for me to do. I'm going to destroy you and your whole company. I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for this city and its people. Goodbye, Walter. Nobody is going to miss you.
What a fucking maniac.
Corruption uncovered. What a fucking maniac. Why can't I photograph any of this? Oh, I was killed by, I don't know, something. I guess I was supposed to run up that catwalk. This isn't even Walter, though. We are not Walter. What? What did I get killed by? We are Mark. What a great video game. I'm cackling and clapping. It is pretty good. Look at all the dynamite! What? Oh. I should have kept running. Is this the first non-diegetic music? No? There's been plenty of non-diegetic music. Why did I die? What? Oh my god. The music I remember came from the boombox and things. No, there's been plenty of non-diegetic music. It's like there's been plenty of music in this game.
I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for this city and its people. Goodbye, Walter. Nobody is going to miss you.
Where's the next one?
What a fucking maniac.
I really like how Mark says that. What a fucking maniac. Alright, let's go. Alright. Oh, I can see there's like cracks in the ceiling all the way down the hall. Alright. I'm glad you have fun. I haven't watched a single second of this until today. Yeah, there were people in the first chapter. We've seen traffic and people going about their business and stuff. It was cool. Mark is going to get back to the office and be like, "You would not believe how many times I have to quickly today." Pachi Pachi, thank you. It was mainly just trial and error. That was very strange. It's so dark. Don't flood, open inside. Okay. Oh, don't open flood inside. I get it. I know the reference. Don't dead open inside. I cannot see a fucking thing. There's hallway going there. There's exit this way. Ah, the sound. The music. Yeah, see, this is non-diegetic music. What is this? Keep out. What is all this?
That makes 10 packs of batteries for the flashlight.
It's got some kind of key. I hid 5 beer bottles for you. If you find them, drink them. Beer master. Beer master. Not the best sequence. Yeah, I don't really like all of the set pieces that they try to do in this game. Like, particularly the one in the Bergman tunnels.
A little refreshment.
We're actually going to drink all these beers?
Could use a drink.
Where's the rest of them? Oh, there's one.
Don't mind if I do. I still have 9 packs of batteries left.
Where's the last one? Or are there 2 left? Is this corruption? No. Where's the rest? Seems like they are all in this room. I feel like I like this game less now that I've seen it has action plot parts with explosion and villain speeches. I mean, that's okay. I don't really like those parts so much either. You can skip a cool part here. Don't go down yet. Okay. Down the... ducking under that thing? Time to drink the boost. If I can find it, there's gotta be one more, right? Where is it? In the pipe? Can they be outside of the room as well? No, you'll see what I mean. Okay. Are the other beers somewhere else, or... Because I only found like 3 or 4 of them. This game had a creepypasta. Monster 2, yes. No, it's in the room. Okay. Where the fuck are the other ones then? It has a monster? Yeah, there was a secret level where we went walking down a really long hallway and then a creepy mask appeared at the very end. For how many hours we've played this, that scene seemed amazingly out of nowhere. I mean, it was kind of out of nowhere. I mean, we just saw the Walter logo, so I guess it was like... kind of makes sense that it happened just then. I cannot find the other beer. Oh, there's one. It's very difficult to see. Okay, beer master.
Just what I needed.
What's going on? We never went in here. Do we need to? Oh, it just wore off. You're dying, Mark. I don't know what kind of beer will do that to you. Turn your entire vision red. Oh, okay. If it's non-canon, that's fine. What? What stream was the monster? The second one. monster is non-canon. Drop. Thank you for resubbing for 18 months. I appreciate it. How are you doing? I do not know how I missed Monster. Yeah, you missed it. Yeah, Drop forgot something. Drop is slipping. This place is too fucking dark. It's like kind of pissing me off. Hey, a forklift. Can I... Is there anything to do in this room? Like, can I get up there or... Time for shelf parkour. Is that what it is? Climb? Okay. Now I make pasta. Okay, you enjoy that. You will enjoy. I think that Mocha will enjoy that pasta. Oops. Okay, so am I supposed to turn this around and use it to climb up? Okay. This is very strange. Funky platforming here. We can get here. Is this like all optional or something? What is this? Is your pasta creepy? Put pasta here. Sadly, pasta is only for mochas and not for monster puppies. How can you be so cruel? Oh my god. Deny Monday, Funny Puppy Goofy, her pasta? Looks like there's a vent in there. Oh. It's optional, but you don't want to miss this. Okay. An elevator. Burning up flashlight batteries in this section just because it's like impossible to see anything. Well, there's that elevator, but that seems like something else. Like, what about this stuff? What is this? Is this nothing? We can see a room. What? Oh my god, there's so much of this area. I wish there was like a way to turn on some kind of like master set of lights or something. This is just so dark. We can't drink that beer.
I don't think I can fit these in my pockets.
Is there anything in this room that is just for batteries, I guess? You need to be in full screen. Uh-oh. But this part is indeed very dark.
I still have 9 packs of batteries left.
You have plenty of batteries.
That makes 10 packs of batteries for the flashlight.
That's like one of those little things in Alan Wake. There's like boxes that you open that has like all kinds of fucking stuff in it. Huh? Oh, do I make a bridge out of crates to get over there? Or... You can see that someone living here is the idea. No? What are all these crates for? There is a door over there. I hated those Alan Wake boxes. Why? It's not the crates? Wait, what about the elevator then? You can, but there's only a graffiti that says you're not supposed to be here. So am I supposed to jump down here to, yeah, we gotta photograph that also. Does this go anywhere? Or have we already been down there? Is it just the elevator now? Oh, should photograph that as well. Almost forgot. You could take the elevator and come back. Oh, okay. Loading? Is this the mushroom party? Whoa. Quite a fast elevator. Lights. Let there be light. It's a bit confusing which way is progress here. Yeah, I am, my head is spinning a little bit. They sometimes make it a little bit unclear. We are in Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. Please no, that game's too scary for me. I don't think I could play that. Whoa, look at all the money.
I don't think you should keep your safe open like that.
Is this gold bullion?
I don't think I can fit these in my pockets.
What is this? Acquisition of HVH. Company founder Alex Hartman. Alex Hartman won't be causing any problems to us. We know that his wife died and now Hartman is unstable and stressed, which is now not a big problem for us. Hartman doesn't seem to have any connections to anyone who could be a threat to us. Hammer Valley Hydro isn't doing so well, and so the only thing left to do is to get Hartman to sell the company to Walter. HVH is also a company competitor to Atomcraft, and they will be glad when HVH is bankrupted. HVH has too many connections to the Bergman Group and has several hydropower plants in the Bergman tunnels. The dam could be a good alternative power source to the bunker. And the location... What's with the creaking? And the location is important for several strategic reasons. Those are the main reasons we need to buy Hammer Valley Hydro. Graphite, I am scared. Yeah, me too. I'm nervous. Why is Mark not stealing all that? I don't know. He's an engineer. He probably has enough money. Hey, Spy. Welcome. Can you look around? No, I don't want to do that. No. I hate it. The location is important for several strategic reasons. Those are the main reasons we need to buy Hammer Valley Hydro. The acquisition of Stahlberg Steel. Company founder Mikhail Rosenthal. Mikhail Rosenthal is a tricky case. He is a hard-boiled businessman and he knows how to keep his company running. We also suspect that he knows about us more than we want to. He seems to have some connections to the Stahlberg criminal organizations where he got some of his information. We have to discuss with Rosenthal about selling company to Walter. We are sure that Rosenthal will accept our offer. After that, we will have to make a plan on how to get rid of Stahlberg Steel. Walter will handle that. We know that Stahlberg Steel offices contain some sensitive information, but we don't want to fall into the wrong hands. The main reason to cause bankruptcy is getting the military extended mandate over civilian legislative bodies. What? 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 What the fuck are they talking about? Why is she crying? There's scary noises while we're looking at this document. He's just creaking in his chair, right? I'm not so sure. The acquisition of the Bergman Group. Company founders Eric Kleinman and Xander Berg. Eric Kleinman has been unstable after the disappearance of Xander Berg. He has made some hasty decisions, which has given a bad reputation for the company. He started building a new freshwater tunnel, which has been riddled with problems. Xander Berg works at the SNW bunker. He doesn't know that Kleinman isn't getting any of his letters, but he started to question the duration of the SNW project. We are trying to keep him happy as long as possible. We aren't sure how long we can keep him in the dark. The Bergman Group has made several bad moves, and we have managed to make things even worse. Stelberg Bank froze the Bergman Group's account when there were some problems with Bergman's cistern construction project. Now the shareholders want to sell the company. We can make the Walter Company acquire it. There are many benefits to buying the Bergman Group. This company has built most of the Stalberg's underground infrastructure, including several areas around the S&W bunker, which is a high risk to our project. When we buy the Bergman Group, we will have more control over Stahlberg. The underground areas are important for the defense of the city and also provide great hidden transportation routes. Alright. Martial law declaration? I'm wondering about that. No, no mask guy! No, no! Well, I guess I have to exit the documents now.
Interesting.
I'm scared. You cry over nothing like a little baby. No, shut up. Oh. Oh, cool. Hey, a Ferris wheel. Is this Walter's place? I guess so, because we were just underneath his headquarters. Cool. Look at all the traffic down there. It's another VCR. Hey! Look, something's on fire down there. There's like a bunch of fire trucks and stuff. Is that from where those explosions are happening? That must be Walter. Walter's private office. This game of so cool. Repair the Ferris wheel. I'll repair it. We are now intruding. Oh, Stan and Vermeeren Stalberg history. What? Should I write that stuff down? At the bottom there? What is this? S5 E3 T6 S8. Cool music. S10 T7. This music sounds kind of familiar. This is actually Andrew Ryan Place. Wow, I can't believe it has non-diegetic music for the first time. No, not you too. You assassinate him. Do I need this? Like, this information down here? It's really, I can't really read it. The deadly poison. This is BioShock Overwater version. Is this considered? That's not corruption. There's Osmo Olat. Olat. Look at the cars are just like 2D pictures of cars from above that are just going down the street, but there are some actual like full car models down there. Flattened cars. Flat fuck Friday. Great. Excellent. Cool view from up here. So, what? Oh. Business law. Secret books? Do I need to push them in a certain order? Stahlberg history, Stahlberg economy. If this game was good, you could read all the books in this library. Yeah, that's you having been playing a Skyrim mod recently talking. There's a very low bridge, you see. So... Okay, alright. I see what's going on now. So we want to push in Stahlberg and Steel. Then we want to do transformation. Then we want to do business law. Then S8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Stahlberg bunkers. Then Stahlberg in World War II. And then 7, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planning. Just planning. That was the perfectly formulated sentence to make me want to play Skyrim. You play that, okay? Hello, Caledon. How's it going? So, Stahlberg and Steel, then the transformation of war, then business law, then Stahlberg bunkers. Where's that? Stahlberg bunkers, Stahlberg in World War II, and then planning. What did that do? Did that open this door? I feel like we're gonna find a VHS. We're gonna get some video of Walter laying out his amazing plan. The office is like ransacked. Can you imagine having a room like this where you sit at your like fucking supervillain desk with all these windows, and when someone comes in they have to cross this gigantic empty chamber to like interact with you? Or like likely they sit at the other end of the room while you like smoke a cigar and like yell. Am I missing something? Like, she do the book cipher. There's more office to see too. Video of Walter masturbating. Please no. I'm very nicely under the influence. Great. Hope you're having a fun time. More office to see. I think I pushed in all those books in the right order, if I'm not mistaken. No, they are all poking out again. Stahlberg and Steel. Transformation of War. Business Law. Stahlberg Bunkers, which I think is over here. Stahlberg in World War II, and then that. But what does that do? Like, what does that do? Something to check in this room. What? Something to check. Something on the floor? Huh? Money? The videotape?
Citizens of Stolberg, let me ask you, who was it that rebuilt this city? Who was the one that protected this city and dedicated his whole life to its well-being? And yet, this is how you thank me. You believed those who betrayed us and labeled me a traitor.
Look at his hair textures.
I know they've been up to something big, something that could be catastrophic for our future. But I won't let them destroy Stahlberg, my life's work. The corrupt officials want to silence me, but I won't let them. They will never find me, and I won't rest until everyone knows the truth. They have exploited my financial imperium for their own benefit, under the veil of protecting the city and its people. They must be stopped before it's too late, for the sake of our future and livelihood. They're building a... Mr. Walter, some men from the military just barged in looking for you.
The military?
Huh. Plot twist.
So Walter is not completely evil after all? So... what? He is fucking Emperor Palpatine. Because the guy making notes about Walter seems to have been getting increasingly unhinged. Yeah. He did at least one murder, and then there was the boss fight. Yes, that is true. The boss fight against the dynamite. That would explain Walter's sudden disappearance. He was arrested by the military. I didn't like when Mark said, huh, plot twist. But it was kind of funny. How do I get out of here? Probably fled through his hidden passage. Ah. This is Bimbo Shock now. Cool textures on his hand. He should say spoilers. No, I don't think that he should say that. He should not be like Dr. River's song of the Doctor Who. Oh, don't say that. I say that. How do I get out of here now? Is audio muted, or did I mute tab by mistake? I don't know. How do I open the passage again? Because I don't know how to get out of here. Am I missing something? Or Is there like a button on his desk or something that opens the passage? I seriously don't know how to get out of here. And the game can't continue if we can't get out of here. You use the books, okay. That seems kind of weird. Why? Why can't you just make the door openable? I guess the books are in the bookshelf, so that kind of makes sense that you use them to get out, but I mean, nothing seems to be happening. I pressed them all, right? No? Stahlberg and Steel, Transformation of War, Business Law, Stahlberg Bunkers, Stahlberg in World War II, and Planning. But nothing happens. Maybe you didn't reset the sequence, but they were all reset. It just... Need to press them all to reset the sequence? What do you mean? But I just pressed them in the correct sequence as far as I can tell. Stahlberg and Steel, Transformation of War, Business Law, Stahlberg Bunkers, Stahlberg in World War II, and then Planning. In the order that it says in the book, but it's just not working. That is Stahlberg and Steel. Stahlberg and Steel, Transformations of War, Business Law, Stahlberg Bunkers, Stahlberg in World War II, and Planning. And then nothing happens. Stahlberg and Steel, Transformation of War, Business Law. Yeah, that's the order that I'm pressing them in, but nothing is happening. Did the game like glitch out or something? Because I am doing it in that order and nothing is happening. Business Law, Stahlberg Bunkers, World War II, Planning. Nothing. See if it pops back out. No. This is the last one that I pressed, and nothing's happening with it. Just load my game, maybe? I don't know. See if that fixes it. Maybe, we already get the tape? Then you're not starting the sequence from the first. See what I mean? No. Okay, they all just popped out. So that was very weird. Like, you guys all saw me press the books in the right order. I don't know, that could have been conveyed a little better, I think. Alright, we did it. There's another teddy bear smoking a cigar with a bunch of money and gold bullion. Pretty good. Great. Well, we did it. That took quite a while.
I
That
still have 9 packs of batteries left.
I don't know. I think that they could have done that a little bit better, conveying that. That's okay. All right. Did I need to drink the beer to do that? There should be an audio clue, yeah. Big Money Bear. That was a while for you? I want Grappy Ribbon stream now. I would get really frustrated. Noise. It's a puzzle. Not expected to solve it immediately. Yeah. Guess so. I mean, I already had the solution. I guess it was just a matter of like the execution being confusing. Well, so am I clear to go back to that place and go down now? Or is there anything in these shelves? Like... They all have pallets on them, so I can't climb up through the shelves like I could with the other ones. So fucking dark in here. Oh yeah, this is where we saw earlier. Let's save and then go through here. I wonder what is up ahead. What is this chapter called? It's like working overtime or something like that? Funicular! This shit is gonna break. Like, I know it. Mark will die. This is way overtime, yeah? I mean, considering that it's been 6 hours since he, or like over 6 hours? It's like 6 p.m. It's the same day. This has all been in one day, by the way. Everything that we've seen on the stream has all been one day so far. It's not all been in one day, I don't think. No, I mean, it definitely has. How could it be? We got day and night again, didn't we? I don't think so. It never became night. Like, when we saw the clock earlier, it was 6 p.m. So how could we have been gone? Like, he must have left in the morning, like 9 or 10 a.m. in the first level. So, I mean, he would have had to have been out of the office for like 30 hours or something, if that was the case. Glowing. Oh no, it's not, it's just shining. Is there any reason to go under here? There's... Oh, I guess not, it's just for realism. The game is in real time. It is.
Can't carry any more of these.
Blue keyboard. Blast door. Door that explodes when you open it. Alright. Oh, there's another one here. Does not appear to be working. Is this... I guess like doors and stuff are not considered to be part of the infrastructure. Warning, high voltage. Door? Breaker? Breaker connected. Breaker connect? Breaker connect? Breaker connect.
That
Whoa.
should do it.
Hey. Great. Ew. Look at that
I
guy.
have like a ton of these things already. I don't think I can fit these in my pockets.
Another ledger. We are really in a bunker. Yeah, it was just right here, under Walter's building. Didn't someone write a book, write about you coming by and fixing everything when everyone was gone? Was that just during their lunch break then? Yeah, I guess they just abandoned the water plant during that time. So remember when you were messing with the dam generators way back then? Breaker 2. This breaker is connected to the Hammer Valley Dam. The Walter Company bought the Hammer Valley Hydro, and now it's producing backup power for the bunker. The dam is currently closed, so Breaker 2 is connected to TGD SBS4. The main hall of the bunker is now connected to Breaker 2. Don't turn this off. There was a blackout which probably caused some problems to Breaker 2. Without Breaker 2, you can't even open the main hall doors. I connected Breaker 2 back to the Hammer Valley Dam because it was causing problems to the power lines. Bunker codes. Why does the code change so often? Who the hell could even get here? Okay, so 7923. So this is like the current code. Someone just wrote this earlier today. Kind of cool. So, if we didn't fix the dam, would this not be accessible? Like, would we have gone down a completely different route in the game or something? Oh, you can explore more in the next level since you fixed the dam like 10 years ago. Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Some exposed concrete in the ceiling. Right, great. Only one breaker would work if you didn't connect the dam. Alright, that's good to know. Well, I'm glad that we did that. Yeah. Wahoo! This still does not work, I suppose. Alright, we just go in here. 7923 to open the blast door. Keys there. Cool. This pasta is so delicious, and it's all for me. You share with everyone. Does that mean if he didn't actually hook it back into the greater electrical grid, he didn't actually hook it back up to the greater electrical grid just to power this place? I'm wondering if our boss is going to be the bad guy, because Mark did pointedly say, like, it's almost like you're trying to get me killed or something like that, when we were telling him about how we got, I wanted to see if that would work. Because he said, like, it's almost like you're trying to get me killed or something like that when we fell down in the tunnel. And he also, like, when we connected the bunker, or when we connected the dam back up, he was just like, is that such a good idea? Which does make sense in context, because why would you hook a faulty hydroelectric dam that is, like, on the verge of exploding up to the power grid? So, I'm wondering. Who but a civil engineer with a management position could undermine the infrastructure of a city? Who is better equipped? It's DNA coded. Only I can even physically interact with this pasta. Oh, I've heard of that. If we try to eat that, it will just pass through our body and fall to the floor. Are they corrupt? Or do they just give the worst directions? I mean, I guess it could go either way. You're going to fight Mark's boss for the climax, and Mark is going to be like, time for a boss fight. He will not even react. Should do Mario 64 jumping. It would be nice if we could long jump to make things go a little bit faster. Mark would say Yahoo. Control room storages. Some office. Batteries.
I don't think I can fit these in my pockets.
Locker doesn't open. Oh. Huh? What's with that? Mark should be comparing things to Dota 2 as he goes. Is he a Dota player? You uncover 90% of the corruption in Act 2. You can maybe see some interesting stuff at the end of the game. Is it, I mean, if you only got 85, it must be very difficult. I think you can check that logbook in the guard post. Oh, okay. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate also. I don't seem to be able to oh, this. Okay. I just could not even see that. Tuesday the 14th. Today was about the same as always, though there was some army general I haven't seen before. It looked like he had a bad morning that day. Someone must have pissed in his cereals. Anyway, seems that more cargo is going out than coming in. Mostly letters, files, and other paper stuff. Wednesday the 15th. All right. Finally, some action. Some scientist or whatever was running towards the door. And then the guards grabbed him and took him away. I didn't even know we had a scientist. Not that I know much about this place anyway. I just guard the entrance. 16 to 18. Nothing usual. Unusual. Sunday the 19th. Whoa! I don't know what the hell happened today, but I heard there was some metro accident. Apparently the passengers are okay though. Thank God. Could have been a lot worse. Hey, the missing passengers! Did they just abduct all of them? Monday, Funny Puppy Goofy. I was told that they are going to do some arrangements and start moving the passengers out soon. It's still very unclear what's going to happen, but we'll hear more about it tomorrow. Tuesday. Alright, we're closing this bunker. They started moving stuff out. I tried asking about what's going on with the metro passengers, but they refused to comment. I have a bad feeling about this one. What? What is going on? Aliens? I don't know if it's aliens, Mocha. Certainly something weird going on, though. Monday 20. Classic army prank. Yeah, detonating the metro tunnel so that you can kidnap all of the passengers. What's this room? Batteries.
I have like a ton of these things
We
already.
have pretty high battery right now anyway. Anything else in here? No. Nothing in there. The mineral oil and the transformer will run
Can't
out
carry
soon.
any more of these.
There's a book there, and I'm gonna be like paranoid about every little book that we pass, thinking that it's gonna be some document, some damn document. Documents? Documents? What? Sinew project? SNW project instructions, guard duties, scientists. What is happening? What is this? Like suddenly the plot has become very different from what I was expecting. With this? No, that's not anything. Is this like fucking prop hunt for interactable documents or something? Give me a break. Or is it just those batteries, maybe? You can't open that door. You can press those buttons later. Okay. After we turn something on, maybe? Things you can interact with flash very slightly. Is there anything in this room to interact with? I don't see anything. Are you going to go through Resident Evil hallway? Yes. Mark will get cut up by that laser thing. Bunch of desks. Telephone, chairs. Is there anything else in here? They are manufacturing Alice's down there. They're manufacturing Alice's 18 smile.
Batteries left.
Can't open that. Don't open. Seems like the frame rate is suffering a little bit down here. They manufactured graphite hello down here. The creature was made in this environment and became like what we see now. Yeah, this is where I was born. This is my hometown.
I have like a ton of these things around.
I came from this bunker. Honk. Error. Oh. I don't think Jonas fixed that circuit breaker properly. There was a brief blackout today with breaker 2. You couldn't open the main hall door or do anything at the main hall, but now everything should be in order. If this doesn't work, make sure everything is okay with the electrical room, which is just outside the bunker. Oh, electrical room. Whoa. Hey! There's the old metro train. The electrical room that is just outside the bunker. This is Overblood? Are you feeling nostalgic? Yes, these are the sights and sounds of my childhood. Points redeemed to uncover graphite hello lore. I'll just make it all up. You should probably take a photo of that. Oh yeah, the metro train. Can I take a photo of this document? No.
That's an odd place for a train wreck.
I forgot about that. I know all about that because I made this facility. I created this graphite you see now by combining all my favorite things. Like bubblegum and taffy. And arsenic. Okay, so these seem to be cells, like, for the metro people? Or no, maybe this is like a scientist's quarters. Oh, what the fuck? Graphie is like, I have lore, I'm just too shy to disclose it. And then she says she would just make it all up. Yeah. I'm misdirecting you so that you never know what to expect. Bunk or bets. Like that MC Chris song? I only know it from watching like, this was way back. I think it was like Kaza or something. I tried to download one episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force because I had seen it on TV, but like I wasn't allowed to stay up late enough to watch it usually. So I tried to download an episode of it off Kaza, but the video didn't work. But I could still hear the audio somehow. And I just remember hearing MC Chris singing "I Want Candy," Bubblegum and Taffy. And it's always stayed in my mind. I must have been like very young, like 10 to 12 years old. Amazing story. Tacket literate graphite. How? There was also a time, I think I've already mentioned this, but I was like, I didn't understand that you couldn't just download any video game and play it on your computer. And I tried to download Resident Evil because I had heard about it, and I was like, that sounds cool. It's like a horror game with zombies, and everybody likes it. And I tried to download it, and I didn't understand what different file types were, and I ended up getting like this really disgusting hentai of Jill getting like gangbanged by zombies that all had like these extremely long penises for some reason, and I like immediately deleted it because I was like, ugh. No. It was very disgusting. I didn't understand. I just searched Resident Evil on like Kaza and just started downloading anything that showed up because I didn't know how big a video game was supposed to be. I didn't know what JPEG was. Like, I didn't know anything.
That makes 10 packs of batteries for the flashlight.
I think I remembered that one. What? I want to bully her so bad, Oomfies. No! No! See, you should not have computer at 10. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have.
I still have 9 packs of batteries left. That makes 10 packs of batteries for the flashlight.
This place is confusing, and I don't know if I'm missing things. Like, I feel like I must be overlooking all kinds of shit. Oh, I guess we better photograph that
sure that's not meant to be like that.
Busted concrete in the abandoned bunker so that, I don't know, someone can come fix it. Who's gonna fix that? You are weak, baby. Emily has no chance, as if Emily could bully anyone. I could easily bully 10-year-old Graphite. No, Alice is 18 smug. Place is big, yeah, it's very large. I remember a time when certain websites would force themselves to be homepage. Yeah, that was always very confusing. Using the internet at that time was like just, I mean, absolutely mystifying. It's a whole new world. I'm having that bear. Having flashbacks to White Day with these bathrooms. I guess there's nothing to be seen in here. It seems like there's a lot of rooms that have nothing in them. It seems like I must be missing stuff, but I can't tell. That goes to somewhere else entirely. Is that weekday menu? Can't even read that. A choke mark. Cool. I loved to use the internet back then. It was a magical place. Yeah, I mean, same here. I loved it. It's fantastic, but it's also very mysterious, and I did not at all understand how computers worked. I was, like, should not have been fucking around with the computer. I am cornering the pout market. Hey, there's some badly maintained concrete in your secret conspiracy bunker. Yeah. Come fix the secret evil military bunker. We just ignore the alien glow mushrooms? Oh, they've been in the game a lot so far. There's nothing new. There are many bears in this chapter, that is true. Memorize this place. This is where the masked guy will come chase you with a big pair of scissors. No, don't say that! No! I remember just like browsing a lot of like web rings of like furry art sites and stuff, and just like I don't know, there was one artist that I really liked. And like as was the style at the time, like they drew every character with like really baggy pants. I thought it was like so cool.
I like a ton of these
I was like
things already.
really tried hard to draw like them, but I just couldn't because I was like a stupid child. It's like I want to draw exactly like this person. I can't remember. I wonder if I could find the artist again if I tried hard enough. I mean, this was like a very long time ago, so. There's no telling if that artist is even findable. Maybe on like BCL or something. Could still find that artist. Is there anything in any of these drawers? Come on. Really baggy pants, hands held behind the back. It's the style of the day. Yeah, everyone was doing it. I found graffiti art and I was like, holy shit, this person has such a cool ink style. Like a spooky children's book. Thank you. Thank you.
Can't carry any more of these.
A lot of the artists I used to be obsessed with are doing well, but some are vanished. I mean, they probably just like changed internet names without notifying anybody. What is with all these rooms with nothing in them? This is like, it's getting a little annoying, honestly. Like, exploring is like kind of fun, but we're not finding anything, and it's like getting a little annoying.
I don't think I can fit these in my pockets.
There doesn't seem to be any documents in here. Who would do that? Do what? Oh, I get it. Can you climb up there making stairs of cabinets? It's possible. Oh. Hey, smart mage. This place is too fucking big. Fuck this. Document. SNW emergency instructions. Due to the fact that the metro accident has caused a risk to exposing the entire SNW project, we're going to start moving all equipment and personnel to the HR base immediately. The science team must be kept in their sleeping quarters until this whole place is cleaned. They'll be getting all the supplies they need, including food, water, and medicine. Any surviving metro passengers must be executed. Wow, and their bodies must be disposed with. We can't hand the bodies over to the families due to the radiation. The train will be either transported or dismantled if possible. Any remaining evidence must be destroyed. Report immediately. If any problems arise with the personnel, if someone tries to escape or do anything against the rules, they must be dealt with. Alright. We're just executing like
Fascinating.
80 civilians. Extreme business.
Hello. My name is Xander Berg.
Xander Berg.
I'm the leader of the SNW Scientist Team B2. As you may already know, this project is very important for the future of our country. We are between two major alliances, and we cannot trust either. If there's going to be another war, we won't last long. That's why you are here today. We are going to guarantee a safe future for our children and for everyone who lives in this country. Next, I'm going to tell you a bit about this underground complex and what we're doing here. The scientist team lives in the accommodation wing next to the laboratory. The door code is 2077.
Oh, 2077. Cyberpunk 2077. No! No! Mark like, huh, that's interesting. Executions, huh? I'm not sure that's supposed to be like that. I played that game, Cyberpunk game. Yeah, RTX on. Playing Cyberpunk game. Graphy, play Cyberpunk. I heard they fixed a lot of the glitches. Why are you using Mocha Smug? You trolling me? What is this? Hey, Turnip. Hey, you missed it. Earlier there was an ad that said Turnip on it. We have found some major issues within our science team. Zeanderberg and one other scientist have escaped. We are going to start searching the area with the help of the Stahlberg Police Department to find out how Berg managed to escape. I'm sure we will find Berg in no time. Unfortunately, one of the scientists was found dead in the hallway. Between rooms G1 and G2, he had a strange note full of codes with him. So far, the evidence suggests suicide, but we'll be looking more into this matter when we have the time. The science team isn't the only problem, though. It has been a bit problematic getting rid of the metro passengers, and we haven't decided what to do with the train yet. There have been some problems with the guards, and we have managed to handle them. Although we had a slow start, we are still going to be able to move everything out and start hiding evidence. What the hell? Wrong. We have to leave immediate. Interesting. Immediate. Well, we uncovered some more corruption. That's good. I'm gonna have to stop pretty soon, but it seems like there's still a lot of places we can go. Can't open that. What? There's like a valve handle up there, but we can't go through that fan without dying. Gas sensors. Fan closes automatically when all sensors detect toxic gases. Gosh. How far until the end? It feels like it's culminating in something. Oh, we have another entire act after this. We're not even in Act 3 yet. There's the code in the lab, and I think you can go back and hit those door buttons by the guardhouse near the entrance. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. How are you doing, Turnip? Let's just... That was awesome. We need Navarro in here to handle the toxic gases. Oh, government cover up! Have to flood the place with gas! Dead. Yeah, that was a very good noise, wasn't it? What's that beeping? Seems like that is detecting the gas. Right, so maybe we have to go somewhere else and... I don't know, I don't get it, really. I'm gonna make a note to go back to the fan place. Go back to fan tunnel. Perfect Navarro, thank you. Kill. Good, just getting home from a hike. Very nice.
I don't think
Very
I can
nice.
fit days in my pockets.
Hope you had a good one. Can't believe the head chopper 3000 fan chopped off our head like that. You know, it is surprising, but
I have like a ton of these things already.
it will happen. Some more switchboards. Remember that crazy switchboard puzzle? You guys were all like, it's just the normal
have 9
phone.
packs
What
of
is wrong
batteries
with
left.
you? It's like the insane switchboard puzzle. You guys were all like, it's completely normal. What are you doing, Graphite? Alright, so we went down there. There's the canteen. It's the naughty gas mushroom. Explore more. That's for later. Okay. I mean, maybe the mushrooms do have something to do with it. No way to tell. Guess we will find out eventually. This evil base with these like fucking military banners everywhere. This just it became so silly all of a sudden. Alright, so we're back here. These don't open. So still we have the main hallway with the 2 switches to do. I guess we might get down in there eventually. Seems possible. We could get down into the train room. Happen. We have to burp a fizzy lifty. Fizzy lifty? So I guess the next thing to do would be these switches. I think these are probably active now. That was some slasher sound. I really like that sound effect. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and save here. Okay. What did that left button do?
Can't carry any more of these. I still have 9 packs of batteries left.
Oh, so this is the train chamber. Well, this is as good of a place to leave off as any. Because it is we have gone over time, so I'm tired and I didn't eat dinner before streaming, so I'm kind of hungry as well. So you know, next time we'll be uncovering more of the mystery of the metro train that was buried in rubble, and like a bunch of people disappeared and were apparently executed by the military. It was for the front door already open. Ah, I see. I see. It's very funny they put Navarro in the scariest industrial scenarios in Overblood 2 while saying they need youngsta to Carno brainy body for athletic feats. Yes. You eat dinner. Good job with boss fight game today. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the progress that we made. These levels were not really my favorite. I think the game is in a little bit of a lull right now again, unfortunately, but I think that we'll get something good sometime soon. Because what did we have today? What all happened? We went... I can't even remember. We got into the bunker. Before the bunker, we went to the office. I mean, finding that revelation from Walter was kind of cool. There was a lot of like dark tunnels. Not really my favorite. Oh yeah, and the carts on the rail. I wasn't crazy about that either. Caves, train station. The train station was fun, but I got really confused because of that dumb puzzle. Dumb puzzle. In the basement, and then Walter in the bunker. Yeah, I mean, the basement had some cool stuff. Those creepy tapes, that was fun. This span of the game I'm not really impressed with, though. Seems like we're approaching something. Yeah, the end of Act 2. There's another act of the game left. Like, we are only like 2/3 of the way through the game now. So there's still a lot of this game to go. We'll probably be playing this for another like 2 weeks or something. It's a very long game. Oh yeah, the weird boss fight. I'm still enjoying it though. It just today was not the best. outing, but I'm sure that something good will happen. You still have chapter 8 before act 3. Really? Oh my god. Let's see. So, yeah, we're on working overtime. So the first act was these? Was it preparations through fresh water? And then act 2 is public transport, working overtime, and late for a meeting? Act 3 is chapter 8 through 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So late for a meeting through redemption? They're making more of this game in between streams. You play forever. I mean, they're making DLC apparently. Hey Amber, we're actually just at the end of the stream right now, unfortunately. You were playing Link to the Past earlier, right? Or something else? Late for a meeting sounds like when you would get back to the office. Yeah, maybe we go back to the office and we have a confrontation. We find out something. Couldn't get the capture card going. They can be very fussy. I always have to mess with the settings of mine anytime I want to use it, and like just change settings around until it works. Played Skate Game and Spelunky and Fork Knife instead. Sounds like a good time. Skate. Capture card Arcane. I don't know why they're so difficult. Seems like it should be a little bit easier. Stuck in infrastructure hell. I love how long this game, yeah, is very long. I mean, it's kind of cool. Like, I think that most people would expect this game to be kind of like short. Like, I think most people would expect this game to be as long as the first act was, but the game is like 3 times longer than that. Or, yeah, 3 times longer than that. Yeah, I had fun-ish. This game feels like an adventure. I think this can be considered 3 games. Yes, I mean, it does feel like that, basically. And it was developed over such a long period that it seems like it is basically 3 games. Seems like some parts may be fine if they got cut. Yeah, I could do without some of the... Oh, we're in another concrete dark-ass hallway with, like, nothing interesting going on. There's, like... I think that the rhythm between the crappy concrete tunnels and the above-ground parts is great, but there's times where you are stuck in underground concrete hallways for so long, and it's not interesting. And a lot of this stream, there was not really many satisfying puzzles either, but I mean, considering the high quality in many other parts of the game, I guess, you know, plenty of games that I have enjoyed a lot less at their high points had like a lot more boring parts than this game. So, Act 3 is almost no tunnels? Yeah! Yeah! Cutting content for pacing is always a really hard thing to do. Yeah, I guess especially when you're a small team and you're probably like feel very precious about the work that you're putting into it. Maybe they're more reluctant to cut stuff. Well, we'll be playing more of this on Saturday. On Friday we'll be watching more Kaiba. I can't wait. I keep anticipating Kaiba so much that like the week feels so long watching more of that. And so, you know, we're gonna try and finish Garage on Saturday as well. You get double jump. Act 3 is when you finally get a gun. Yeah, now we're talking. Now it's a video game. Alright, let's see. Cyber? What? Oh, it's just like a corruption of Kaiba. I see. I see. Let's see. Ha ha ha. Well, I'm hungry and I want to go eat food. So, area I liked most though is the flooded metro tunnel. Which one? Well, I guess I'll see you guys later on Saturday. And yeah, have a good rest of your week and take care of yourself. All right? And yeah, I can't think of anything else to say. Bye. Bye everyone.
Newark is now trapped like a rat.
Thank you for the follow. Newardict.
Chamba hash.